Hey everybody! Welcome to a Wedding Wednesday Cricut tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make planner stickers so that you guys can be super organized with your wedding and your planning. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time. Wedding Wednesdays are some of my favorites right now, you guys. I'm having so much fun helping you guys DIY and save money for your weddings. So let's get over to Design Space and I can show you how we'll design these cute stickers. Our wedding planner stickers, you obviously need to be in Design Space, and we've just started with a blank canvas. So the first one that I'm going to do, let's do the dress fitting, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this right from the start. All I did was Googled wedding dress, and I just found a clip art of a wedding dress that I liked. So we'll go to Upload. We're going to upload an image and then click Browse. And we're going to find the folder that we saved in, which I saved these in the Downloads folder. And so you scroll all the way down until you find it. And this is the wedding dress picture that I chose. I'm going to leave it as complex. And I'm just going to try something really quick just to see if it'll delete it. Yeah, it does. So we don't want to do that. So give me one. Actually, we could do that now that I think about it. You know what? Let's go ahead. We'll just do that. You can delete the background because we're going to fill this in with a shape. And this will actually be a good thing to show you guys. I see a lot of people that'll try to do these shapes and the inside is completely empty and they want to print them and cut them, but all the letters inside are going to cut out. So I'm going to show you guys this. This is pretty easy. So you save it as a print then cut image. We don't want to do it as a cut. Click Save, and it's going to take a second. It does take a little bit longer for the print and cuts versus the just the cut image. It's going to upload. Now, it's going to be a little too big right now, but we'll make it a little bigger just so you guys can see better. Now, you see how you can see the grid through her dress? If I were to print this right now, it's going to cut all along all of these little lines and spots because Design Space doesn't know that it shouldn't do that. It doesn't understand that you don't want it to do that because there's nothing there, so it doesn't think that there's anything there. So we're going to add a shape, and for our dress fitting, let's just do a square. We'll just do a little square, and what we're going to do is unlock it, and I'm going to leave it on top right now because I'm just going to make sure it covers her, and it does. So let's go ahead and send it to the back, and we can actually size it down a little bit if we want, and I kind of want her to be pretty much the whole sticker. I don't mind that there's going to be some squaring around her. So we'll just go like this. And I'm going to change my square color to white right now, which, okay, if you guys haven't seen, Design Space did update. So no longer do we go over to our layers panel to change our color. You go over here to where it says line type, change it. You can either change it to draw or score on your line type. We're going to leave this as a cut. And then you pick print in your fill. And then you change your color. We'll all get used to it. Right now, I am not a fan. So just make that be known. We're going to add some text, and we're just going to put dress fitting. And I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to make these two lines. So hit enter after your text. And you can change your font. I'm just doing these for fun for you guys. So I'm just going to pick whatever font I find. This one looks fine. But you guys will play with these a lot more when it's yours and when it's for your wedding, because then you can make them themed to your wedding or your planner, whatever you want to do. Now, I'm using Happy Planner, so I did make sure and measure. Mine is a mini Happy Planner, so it's the little one. I'm going to also change my line spacing on this because they're really far apart and I don't like it. But let's just change the line spacing really quick. And the line spacing seems to take like big numbers to move them closer. That's good. So now we can move this to wherever we want. And I was going to put it up here, but I kind of actually like it over her dress a little bit. And so we'll just make it bigger. And you want to make sure that it's inside your square so that it doesn't, accidentally get outside of it. But I think this looks pretty good. But again, it's got our words set to cut. So make sure that you come over here and you set it to print. And then you can change your print color to whatever you want. So if you wanted to match your wedding colors or do blue, whatever your favorite color is, I'm just going to go with lavender because I think it looks really nice. So select your whole image. You're going to attach it all, and then you're going to flatten. What that does is it tells the Cricut it's all one piece and not to cut out little spots. Now, I know I can make my stickers about 1 inch tall to fit in my spaces. So you want to make sure that you have measured your planner so that you know how big they're going to be. Now, obviously, this looks really, really tiny down here. Don't worry about that too much. it's fine. It's going to look bigger when we print them because right now, obviously, like these aren't to scale. So let's move her out of the way. We'll do probably 3 of her. So let's go ahead and duplicate her because you probably only need to do a dress fitting, maybe 3 at most 4 times, just depends. So we'll go ahead and stick those all real close to each other just to get them out of the way. The next one that I want to do is we are going to go ahead and do floral. So I found these really pretty flowers on Google. So I just Googled florals. I don't know what I Googled. I think I just did floral clip art. So I found these really pretty like watercolor flowers, which I think are going to look really neat. So for this, again, I'm going to select complex and I'm going to make sure to delete the background on these. Sometimes they might be a little bit harder. These ones I see now notice have a watermark, so I may go back and just choose different ones because I don't want to deal with the watermark on these. I think it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. But as long as it's kind of clean, it really shouldn't matter. I don't know. Now it's being silly and taking too long. Don't worry too much, though. I mean, obviously, you don't have to clean up all the insides of this because it's not going to matter. Because, again, we're doing print and cut, and I'm going to slice out a bunch of stuff because I don't want to use all of these at once. So go ahead and click continue. We'll show you a quick little trick around that. Normally, I would not use these because they do belong to somebody, but this is personal use, and it's just a quick show you how to do it thing. So we don't want all these flowers. Again, this is going to take a minute to save because it's print and cut, and it's just, it is what it is. But we're going to slice out the one that we want to use because we're going to use one of these for floral payments to be due because obviously if you have a wedding, you have floral payments because you need bouquets and boutonnieres and all that good stuff. So I wanted to do something just a little bit more kind of fun and colorful so that we could have something just a little more entertaining in here. So we're going to use this middle one right here. So all we're going to do is take our shape and use a square, unlock your square, and then you're going to make it so that it covers up just that flower. And if it's like, see how it's kind of cutting into those? It's okay because we'll show you how to get around that real quick too. Now you could use several shapes and make a shape fit, but we're going to just go with this one way. We'll slice it out right now. And it's going to take a second, but we'll be able to get rid of this big piece so it won't take as long next time, which is really nice. So we don't need this. We don't need these, so we can get rid of these. We don't need this big square, so we can get rid of that guy. All we needed was this, but see, we've got these little extra pieces. So all I do is I just go with the circle and just go around and just slice them out. It's a little time consuming, but it's a lot easier than trying to fit the same shape in. It's fine. And then you can go through and delete them all like at once. So it's no big deal. So we'll go ahead and slice, 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 slice. We got one more little spot where we have a flower that doesn't belong. And I think we're good after that. Oops. Now remember, you can only select 2 items at a time. So I always select the floral and then the circle and slice. Because if you try to select the whole thing, you're going to select the sliced out pieces. And those don't count. Like those count as pieces. So you want to make sure that you don't use those. So go ahead and get rid of all of your little pieces, your extra pieces here. And we'll just move this out of the way. And we'll get rid of these. So this is the part that we're going to use. And actually I might need to slice. I see there's like something funky making a weird thing over here. So let's go ahead and slice that out. It's probably something silly, but let's just do that really quick so that it's done. And that way it's not in the way when we try to print. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. So we'll get rid of all of this stuff. And there we go. Now we're looking better. Okay. So we want to put a shape behind it. So I'm just going to use a square again because we're going to cut these in a square pattern. Unlock it. Make sure it covers it. I move it to the back. And then I resize it so that it's going to fit our flowers. So don't worry about the fact that you can see the white behind the flowers. It's fine. We're going to make this white so you'll never really see them anyways. So go ahead and change your square to white. Again, up here in the top, print it. And then to white. So again, we're going to cut these out just like a square. It's no big deal. And next we're going to add our text. So I'm just going to put floral payment. And we'll use the same font just so it kind of all stays cohesive. And we'll just go ahead and letter space it down. Again, you guys will spend a lot more time doing these and figuring out what your style is. I'm just doing this to show you guys how you can do them and a fun way to make your wedding a little more personal and make some of that planning a little more fun, because I know planning can be very stressful. So we'll just get this all sized down, and you're going to size it down so that it fits over your flowers. And this one I think I will probably leave black just so that you can read it over the flowers. So again, you're going to select your font up at the top, tell it it's printing, and then select the whole thing, attach it, and flatten it. Now again, I know that I have to size it down. I know I only have about 1 inch, and I can probably go about 2 inches as far as width is concerned, so I think that's a pretty good size. So we'll make a few of these. We'll just do about 2 or 3 of them. We won't do too many. Then we'll move these out of the way, and I'm going to show you one last idea here. The next one we're going to do is our cake tasting, because who doesn't love to taste cake? So we'll go to upload image again and browse. Scroll down till you find your clip art that you saved, and this one is super cute. I love this one. I think it's really, really cute. So we're going to save it as simple. I did simple just because of that checkerboard background. I wanted to be able to get rid of that really easily, so I just selected simple. Go ahead and click continue, and we'll save this one right here. So click save. Again, takes a little bit longer. And this cake one we'll do in more of a fun shape, because why not? And we'll do a colored background on this one because the cake is white. So let's do something fun. So in this one, let's make a heart. We'll make a heart-shaped one. So let's do a heart. And I'm going to size the cake way down because it's huge. So we'll size that down so we can see it better, and it's not taking up the whole screen. And here's our little heart. And let's put the cake inside the heart. So click on the cake and move. You can send it to front, and that'll put it right on the front of your heart. And then you can play around with it, see where it's going to fit in your heart. You may just kind of squeeze it around a little bit, but we'll just use text again, and I'm just going to do cake tasting. Again, going to keep that same font. I want these to look really uniform. Again, you guys can do what you want. I mean, if you want a million different fonts and colors and whatever floats your boat. This is all, you know, whatever you guys want to do for your, ooh, that was way too close. Whatever you guys want to do for your design. So obviously this is way too close. I'm failing at this right now. Okay, that's pretty good. So we'll size it down again, and I'm going to need to change the line spacing. So I can either change line spacing, or in this case, because cake's kind of small, I'm going to do an advanced, and I'm going to ungroup it to lines. Because now I can actually take the word cake and separately make it larger, and then leave tasting small if I want to. Or I can always move tasting down here and make it, you know, a little bit bigger. Do whatever you want to do. So we'll just do like that. So let's change the color of our heart. So select your heart up here, change it to print, and then find a color that goes with whatever theme you're doing. And we're going to select the whole thing again, click attach, click flatten, and then we'll resize it down. And we'll just kind of, again, I just play with these and just sort of guesstimate about how big I want them. It's no big deal if they're a little too small. It's perfectly, absolutely fine. So I'm going to get rid of one of these. I only want 3. I'm going to show you guys a quick trick too. So if I clicked make it right now, I'll show you. It's going to space them out the way it wants to, which it's going to fit quite a few on these. And I'm going to show you guys how to do a to-do list as well, because I think that's an important thing to have. So it spaces them the way it wants to, and it fits quite a bit. But if you want to space them yourself, and you purposely know that it's going to fit better, you can move them around on this screen. And I don't know why Design Space is being so slow right now, but you can actually put them like right next to each other and attach everything, and then it'll do it like the way you say to do it. And sometimes you can fit more doing it that way. It's just a matter of personal preference. But I'm going to show you guys really quick how to do a to-do list. So I'm going to take a rectangle, and I'm going to make one that's going to fit in the bigger planner, because the little ones are kind of hard to fit. But you have about 3 inches on a bigger planner by 2. So let's do, actually I think you might have a little bit more than that. Let's do 3 by 2.5-ish. This is just going to give you guys an idea on how to do this. So the first thing I want to do for this is I'm going to actually change it to print right off the bat. And I'm going to go over here and I want to do a pattern fill. So click where it says color and click pattern. And you can load patterns or do whatever you want, but just choose whichever pattern that you like, and it'll fill your whole box here with the pattern. Again, slowly, but it does do it. So this is the pattern I chose. I'm going to add another box inside of it, and I'm going to make this box smaller, and I'm going to unlock it as well because I want it longer and wider. And I'm just going to figure out about how big I want my to-do list space to be that I'm going to write in. That looks pretty good. So let's change this box right now to white so we can see it. So we're going to change it to print. And we're going to change it to white. And we're going to, right now, select both boxes. So it's not perfectly centered, and that drives me nuts. So you can go to arrange, or I'm sorry, you can go to align, and you can actually have it center it horizontally. And what that does is it just makes sure that your little white box is centered. Now I want little bullet points on here. So I'm going to use little hearts because I think those will be really cute. So we'll take this little heart and we're going to just size it down to about the size we think we need it. And we can change it once it's over here, but actually that's pretty good. So I'm going to change it right off the bat again to print. I'm going to choose a color. Let's just go with purple. And I'm going to duplicate it probably 4 times because I'm going to make it so that I can put it on my little to-do list as little bullet points. So I can write my things that need to be done right here. So we got our 4 little, oops, and I didn't want to do that. I grabbed the wrong thing. If you ever do anything like that where you grab the wrong item, just hit undo, which is up here in the upper left-hand corner. Go ahead and move our heart over. Now the beauty with this is too, now see they're not totally aligned. You can select all of your hearts. And you can do that over here in your layers tab just by holding control. And what I want to do is just align them, and I want to align them horizontally. And that's going to put them in a nice, neat horizontal line. So obviously we need to label it. So we're just going to type in to do. And again, I'll just keep that same font. You know what? Let's change that font. Let's just change it to something fun. Let's just change it. You can change the fonts obviously to anything, but this is just, you know, me showing you guys how to do this. So to do, so there's our to-do list. Heck, you could call it the I-do list if you wanted to. And we'll change this again up here at the top, change it to print, choose a color. We'll just choose lavender. I don't think you can see that. Let's choose blue. There we go. We'll do blue and then select the whole thing, attach it, and flatten it. So now what you see is you have to-do list, you have floral payment stickers, dress fitting stickers, and your cake tasting stickers. You can do a lot of fun things. I have a lot of great ideas that you guys could use for these, and I will list those while we watch it print. So let's click Make It. And I'm going to see how much space this takes up, because if it doesn't take up a lot, I may duplicate some things, you know, just to play with it. But it's actually pretty good because I can honestly flip my sticker paper over and print on this bottom part if I want to make something else. So I'm going to click Continue, and I want to show you here. We're going to click Send to Printer. I have my printer selected right here. I only want 1 copy, but you guys can do multiple copies. It's just going to print it more than once. And make sure that your bleed is on, because that'll make sure you don't have any white lining around like the purple hearts. It doesn't really matter on the other stuff, but the purple hearts for sure. We're going to click Print, and we're going to go over to the printer. So the printer is thinking about what it's going to do, and it's going to pull our sticker paper in. Make sure you know which kind of sticker paper you have and what kind of printer you have. This is an inkjet. So some ideas for some planner stickers that you guys could do would be a hair trial, your makeup trial, when you're sending your save the dates, when to send your invites, ordering both save the dates and your invites, photographer meetings, payments due for all sorts of things like your dress, your limo, things like that. You can also do stickers for your bachelor and bachelorette party, make a DJ song list, some fun honeymoon stickers, and even stickers for nail appointments. There's a lot you can do with these. You guys get creative. It's so much fun. So here's our stickers printed out. Now you'll see that they have a black line around them. That is the registration marks so that our Cricut knows where to cut. So let's get over to the Cricut and we can cut them. Before we can start cutting on our printer, we have to choose our material. So I showed you in the Hershey Kiss video how to set the removable sticker paper to the right settings. So we'll have to find that sticker paper again because this is the same stuff that we're using. So we're going to search for sticker and just choose the removable sticker paper. Click done, and then we can load the machine. I'm putting my stickers on a blue mat so we can cut it. So I've already selected obviously the material. So go ahead and load it, and it's going to read your registration marks. There is a little sensor with a light on it that reads where those black lines are so that it knows where to cut. Sometimes if for some reason your machine is not reading those marks, it could be too much light in your room or not enough light in your room. So those are always my first go-to trials if for some reason it doesn't read your registration marks. Occasionally it won't read them because your printer's low on ink, if your registration marks aren't really dark. You may also, if you're on the Explore series, you must cut on white paper. It does not read other colored paper. There are some tips and tricks to get around that. I have yet to try them because I never really use anything but white. But there are tips and tricks to get around that. So now you're going to see that it's cutting out our stickers. This is such a fun project, guys. And these are great. You can use these for all sorts of events in your life or things that you do if you're really into planners. Planner stickers are so much fun. I love planner stickers. I've just started getting into more planning as my YouTube channel has grown, and I need to make sure that I'm organized and have everything ready and where to post because I do Wedding Wednesdays, obviously. So I have made myself, and I'll show you guys. I haven't really filled them in yet, but I made myself Wedding Wednesday stickers so that I would know what video I am posting. As you can see, I've got some private Cricut classes coming up, some to-do lists, and then weddings, another Wedding Wednesday. So I'm getting more into the planner stickers. So let's get this off of the mat, and then I can show you guys all of our stickers. All right, the machine has cut out our stickers, so let me just show you guys right here. Look at how cool that is. And now you have your own little wedding planning stickers that nobody else has. They're all yours. And look how cute they are. They come out so cute. Hopefully this will focus for you guys. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Oh, there we go. Look at how cute that is. And you guys, these are so much fun. You can do so much with these. And look at how cute the floral one is. I love how cool this came out. Look at the floral payment one. These are perfect for your planners, even just on folders and things like that. You guys can be really creative with these. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time. Wedding Wednesdays are becoming some of my favorites. If you're looking for any DIY stuff for your wedding, make sure you post that down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy crafting.